Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 23rd of July and today we have to see 10 important questions along with lot many explanations. So be attentive and be focused till the end. And if you wish to get PDF of all these videos, you can join me on Telegram by writing the channel's name like this. And if you are finding my videos useful, don't forget to like the video and share the video with your friends and loved ones. Also don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you receive all the notification and never miss any opportunity to learn and grow every day. So let's move ahead. But first, we will see a question which everyone has to answer in the comment section. The question is, Mukhyamantri Ghar Ghar Ration Yojana has been launched recently by. These are the options. Read the options carefully, then answer it. The previous day question was, Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award is given in. So this award is given in several fields for notable research, which include physical sciences, chemical sciences, biological sciences, medical sciences, mathematical sciences, engineering sciences and earth, atmosphere, ocean and planetary sciences. The award is given by Council for Scientific and Industry Research and the award is given annually. Who are eligible for this award? All Indians who have done some notable research in these fields and are aged up to 45 years are eligible to get this award. Also, overseas citizens of India who are working in India and have done some notable research in these fields are also eligible to get this award. Who was Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar? Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar was the director founder of Council of Industry Research and he later became the first director of CSIR. I hope this much information is sufficient. Let's begin the first question now. Al Amal Mission has been launched by. Most of you can answer this question as if you know that Al Amal Mission is nothing but the Arabic name of Hope Mission and everyone knows that Hope Mission has been launched by UAE. So here B is the right answer. And UAE has launched its first ever interplanetary Hope probe mission to Mars from Japan's Tanegashima Space Center. The rocket used to launch this mission was S2A. The purpose of launch of this mission was that it will study the Martian climate throughout daily and seasonal cycles and it will be the first mission to do so. And it will also study the impact of Martian climate on Earth's atmospheric losses to space. This satellite was built by Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center, which is an UAE space agency, and University of Colorado Boulder, Arizona State University and University of California. And we will witness 2 more missions launched to the Mars by end of this month only, which are Tianwen-1, which will be launched by China, and then Perseverance mission, which will be launched by US by end of July. Next question now. eICU, which is a video consultation program with ICU doctors across the country, has been launched by. So it has been launched by AIIMS Delhi. So here B is the right answer. And physicians who managed COVID-19 patients, including those in ICUs, can raise queries, present their experience and share knowledge with other physicians and experts from AIIMS Delhi on their video platform. Next question now. Who is the Chief Executive Officer of IBM? So it is Arvind Krishna. Arvind Krishna has been appointed as CEO of IBM in the early months of this year 2020. While there are a few other prominent Indians who are CEOs of tech giants, which include Satya Nadella, who is CEO of Microsoft, Shantanu Narayan, who is CEO of Adobe, Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google. And Prime Minister Modi has interacted with IBM CEO Sri Arvind Krishna via video conferencing. He congratulated Arvind Krishna for becoming global head of IBM earlier this year. Next question now. Consider the following statements about inflammation aging. See, this is very important, so everyone pay your attention. It is a chronic low-grade inflammation that develops with advanced stage or advanced age. This is correct. When person grow older, this inflammation aging become a characteristic. Though inflammation in human body is important to fight against bacterial and viral infections in human body, and this is the inflammation which is useful for us to create antibodies in the human body. That is why whenever we are suffering from any viral or bacterial disease, our body temperature increases so that the increased body temperature may kill those virus and bacteria. However, when there is several or severe increase in body temperature, then it is called as inflamed aging, which is not helpful for the body, and it is quite common in old aged person. The main cause of inflamed aging is accumulation of misplaced and misfolded self molecules from damaged cells. This statement is also correct. So again, both of these statements are correct. C is the right answer. It is believed to accelerate the process of biological aging and to worsen many age related diseases. Why it was in news? Because researchers are trying to find out that whether this inflamed aging is related to more severe conditions among the old aged persons because of COVID-19 or not. Next question now. India's first public electric vehicle charging plaza has been launched in, it has been launched in New Delhi. So here D is the right answer. And recently Union Minister for Power has inaugurated it at Chelmsford Club in New Delhi. The plaza will host 5 electric vehicle chargers of different specifications. Next question now. Consider the following statements about RAISE national program. Let's see. It aims to improve indoor air quality for safety and efficiency by retrofitting air conditioners. The statement is correct. So under this program, air conditioners will be retrofitted, which will help to reduce use of energy, and it will also improve the air quality of inside the home or inside the buildings, commercial buildings which are used for offices. So this statement is correct, and it is a joint initiative of Energy Efficiency Services Limited, in short called as EESL, and US Agency for International Development's MATRI program. This statement is also correct. So here both of these statements are correct. So C is the right answer again. And RAISE here stands for retrofit of air conditioning to improve indoor air quality for safety and efficiency. And the RAISE program was recently launched by Ministry of Power and not by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. They often try to confuse aspirants between Ministry of Power and Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. So here answer will be Ministry of Power. Next question now. Consider the following statements about Stimson Center. It is a non-profit think tank based in Washington, USA. The statement is correct. It aims to enhance international peace and security through a combination of analysis and outreach. This statement is also correct. So again, C is the right answer. And it was in news because recently a paper was published by it which shows that 86% of the equipments, weapons and platforms currently in military service in India are of Russian origin, and 90% of equipments for Indian Army belongs to Russia, which includes T-90 and T-72, which are main battle tanks for Indian Army, while for Navy it is around 41%, and for Indian Air Force around 66% of the total equipments and weapons come from Russia. Next question now. Who discovered the insecticidal action of DDT? So it was Paul Hermann Muller who founded the insecticidal action of DDT. DDT, which in full form called as dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane, and he was Swiss chemist. He founded the insecticidal action in 1939, and he was also awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1948. While the basic difference to note here is that DDT was first synthesized in 1874 by an Austrian chemist named as Othmar Zeidler. Remember, Othmar Zeidler first synthesized DDT. However, insecticidal effects of DDT was first discovered by Paul Hermann Muller in 1939, and its agriculture use of DDT has been banned by Stockholm Convention on Persistent Organic Pollutants. However, its other use to kill or to prevent vector diseases are still prevalent. It was in news because recently HIL India Limited has supplied 20.60 metric ton of DDT to South Africa for their malaria control program. HIL India is a public sector undertaking of Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, and it is the sole manufacturer of DDT globally. And let's have some points about malaria. Malaria is caused by Plasmodium parasites. These parasites are spread to people through bites of infected female Anopheles mosquitoes, which are called as malaria vectors. And if you have not liked the video yet, do like it and share the video with your friends and loved ones. Next question now. Which state emerged as country's top investment destination as per the survey of Project Today. So it is Tamil Nadu. The data here is taken for the first quarter of the financial year 2020-2021. So here in this first quarter, Tamil Nadu has emerged as a top investment destination, while the fresh investment announcement in India has reduced to the lowest in last 5 years in this first quarter of financial year 2020-2021 due to COVID-19 lockdown. Next and last question now. Consider the following statements about Dhruv Astra. See, it is the renamed helicopter launched Nag missile, in short called as Helena. So Dhruv Astra is nothing but the renaming of Helena, which is helicopter launched Nag missile. This statement is correct, and it is a third generation anti-tank guided missile mounted on advanced light helicopter. This is also correct. So again, C is the right answer here. And it was in news because India has successfully conducted the flight trial of Dhruv Astra anti-guided missile at the interim test range of Odisha, and it is an all-weather fire and forget missile system. So do like and share the video, subscribe and press the bell icon. Wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.